Hello amazing people, welcome to my YouTube channel for this week. And this week I will be analyzing 6 different pairs, which are Gold Spot USD, AUD USD, USD CAD, Great Britain Pounds, USD CHF, and BTC USD. These are 6 pairs that I will be analyzing this week, and possibly we can find a trading opportunity in any of these 6 pairs. So I'll be moving right to the first pair, which is the Gold Spot USD. So guys, we are on Gold Spot USD, and what's currently happening on Gold Spot USD? We are on a bullish trend. After the consolidation phase, the price broke out, so we were expecting price to probably come back to this zone, but price decides to do its thing. But let me scale down to the 4 hours time frame. So price is currently creating a basic higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And don't forget, price is at its all-time high, which is 2621.79 per ounce is the current price that we are at. So the current formation that the candle and the price is forming is higher high, higher low, higher high. We are this higher high, so we'll be expecting price to pull back to come from another higher low for us, so we can take advantage of this trend. There is a demand level right about here, and there is demand level right about here. Okay, higher high has broken. We should be expecting price to come back, so we can take a short position, at least buy at a good price. Okay, so we can take another long position. Okay, let me scale down to the 1 hour time frame. You see, this is a demand level, this is a demand level right about here. Okay, so we'll be waiting for price. Probably this is higher high. So price is currently here right about now, so we need to exercise patience for price. If price wants to come down here and continue, or price wants to come retrace deep before it continue. So any which way the price wants to go, we are open to it. Okay, we are open to it. We are open to it. Okay, we are open to it. We need to be open to it. So we need to wait for price. Okay, let's wait for price. If price wants to retrace deep, then so we can buy at a good price. So that is that for what's it called, Gold Spot USD. I'll be moving on to AUD USD right about now. For AUD USD, what is currently happening here is price has came to form an equal high. And a recap on last week analysis is, I was expecting price to come back to this level right about here, so we can to this demand level, so we can sell at good price. The reasons behind this decision was this head and shoulder was neatly printed. Okay, was neatly printed, and we are expecting to sell at a good price at this premium level right about here, which is the supply zone right about here. But price decide to do its thing and go against us. So let me scale down to the 4 hours time frame. What is currently happening on the 4 hours time frame is, so let's focus on this week this week opportunity rather. So the price is currently creating an higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low right about here. Okay, higher high, higher low right about here. So now what we'll be looking for is this low, this high right about here. If price truly want to respect it, okay, this is a strong guy, currently a strong guy right about here. And if price decides to break out, take out this strong high right about here, the next thing we'll be looking at is to buy at the next higher low that the price created. Okay, which will be the next demand level. So that is where we are going to buy up from. Okay, that means the price is still at the bullish trend. Now let me show you this level right about here. You see this demand level right about here. Okay, this demand level right about here. If price decide to respect this demand level and not break below this level, okay, you see something like this, this type of candlestick. If this bearish candlestick did not happen right about here, okay, if this bearish candlestick decides rather to happen right about here, what we'll be looking for is a signal that the price wants to go, wants to go to a bearish move. Now we will be looking for a reversal formation within this zone, and the reversal formation we'll be looking at is we will have to wait for price to come here and take out this low as well. Okay, a possible head and shoulder pattern tends to play out, then you can find a decent entry from it. Okay, let me scale down to the 1 hour time frame. The reason is why we have to put this basic information to place, just to protect whatever might protect ourselves for this read. So if price decides to break out this, we'll be waiting for a retest to go long. But if price decides to form a bearish candlestick below this level right about here, so we wait for a reversal pattern to form within this zone. So a reversal pattern that forms within this zone is what we are going to trade. Okay, is what we are going to trade. Okay, so that is just for AUD USD. That is just for AUD USD. So I'll be moving on to what is it called USD card right about now. So for USD card, as explained last week, we are currently at this level. I need to currently show you this level right about here, this level right about here, at this high. The price is here to take out this high right about here. Okay, the price is here to take out this high. And let me scale down to the 4 hours time frame so I can explain some basic things to you. Last week I explained about this low right about here that signals that we are still in an uptrend, and I was waiting for this low to be taken out. Okay, and as you can see, the low has been taken out, partially taken out right about here, and the liquidity has been created down here. Okay, has been taken out. It's a signal that we want to go short. And don't forget, price is always dynamic. Okay, price is always dynamic. It does not move based on the perfect textbook illustration. So now I want to show you an head and shoulder pattern that's currently playing out here. This is the left shoulder playing out right about here, and this is the head, and this is another right shoulder forming right about here. So you see this pattern currently forming. You see it's not as perfect as the same textbook, or what is it called, textbook or head and shoulder pattern. So there's an high tendency that price might tend to respect this minor level right about here. Okay, this is an high, this is a support right about here, this minor level, and price might tend to go deep. Okay, price might tend to do that. So I will show you another second thing that I'm looking at, which price might do. I'm just open to every possible scenario that might happen. So another thing that I'm looking at price might do is there's a liquidity right about here, liquidity sitting right about here, and liquidity sitting right about here as well. Okay, price might tend to decide to come out to take out this liquidity. Okay, take out this liquidity before it go or resume the sell trend. Okay, price might do this. Okay, and price might as well decide not to bother about this liquidity and expect this minor level right about here break out. And how do we get a solid entry? We have to wait for a clear of this zone, a bearish engulfing candlestick. Okay, a bearish engulfing candlestick, something like this, something like this. Okay, something like this right about here. Okay, this, something like this right about here. So we have to wait for price to do that, so to break out here, then a retest on this psychology level, then you can bounce off of it, then you can sell. Okay, that's just the simple entry that I'm looking at for USD card for this week. So I'm open to both sides, either long or short, but the overall trend that I'm looking at to capitalize on is this head and shoulder pattern, a breakout from it. So I just have to wait till Tuesday. Price will definitely tell us what it wants to do. Okay, so I'll be moving on to Great Britain pounds USD right about now. So for Great Britain pounds USD, what's currently happening on Great Britain pounds USD? It's pretty straightforward and simple. The first thing we need to look at is the zone that we are at. Okay, the overall trend is what we are on a bullish trend, and we are currently in this zone right about here. And another thing I want to explain here is we have a minor level right about here, which is a strong minor level that we need to take into consideration. That is this line right about here, this horizontal line. So we were expecting last week that, let me scale down to the 4 hours time frame to explain this. So we are expecting price last week that price should respect this level, and come down here, but price decides not to, do that for us. Price is tired of being stuck in this range right about here, forming this pattern. So what price did was break out. Okay, and price has broken out Let me scale down to the 1 hour time frame. We are currently looking for to take advantage of this bullish move right about now. This is the what I right about here, this psychology level right about here is this strong, what is it called, horizontal line that I showed you earlier, this line right about here. And the next thing that I need to show us is, a moment please, the next thing I need to show us here is, as you can see, price is currently creating an higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low, and we are currently at this level. And now what we are waiting for price to do is, if price definitely breaks out without a fight from this strong level right about here, because this psychology level is a strong level which I showed you earlier. If price tends to break out right about here, and we will be looking for the price to create a higher low right about here. So now the next phase we'll be looking at for the higher low is, price might tend to come retrace deep, okay. Price might tends to retrace deep. So if price tends to retrace deep, this is what we need to look out for. Let me zoom this out, okay. So you see this formation right about here, this formation right about here, this formation right about here, they are all similar, okay. So if price tends to break out, okay, what we'll be looking for the retracement to happen so we can take advantages. We should look for any of these similar patterns to form so we can take advantage of the bullish run. So after the breakout, wait for price to retrace and patiently wait for this, either any of these steady pattern, okay, to form so we can take advantage of the bullish trend, okay. That is what I'm currently looking at for this one. So that is probably the possible entry for Great Britain pounds USD. And don't forget, any information that I'm putting out here, kindly add it to your own basic confidence as well. So I'll be moving on to the next pair, which is the USD CHF. USD CHF, we don't have much to really talk much about, but I'll quickly highlight what is currently happening here. Is, as explained last week, I was explained that the price is currently forming a reversal pattern at this support level right about here, okay. And we can see this trend line is a strong trend line, is not giving up yet, okay. So the price is currently forming, creating a strong push for it just to break out. Let me scale down to what's it called, the 4 hours time frame. As you can see on the 4 hours time frame, price is here to break out, okay. Price is here to break out of this zone. Price is here to break out of this zone, and so technically we can say the price has successfully broken out. So which I'll be using this 4 hours time frame just to make a decisions for this. So I'll be expecting something like this, a bullish candlestick to break out, this type of candlestick to print, okay, then a correction, something like this form of correction to happen here so we can tend to go long. I'm looking for a replica of something like this here, okay, just to go long. So this bullish right about here and a correction right about here just to go long, okay. That is the basic thing that I'm looking for. So let me scale down to the 1 hour time frame. You see what the 1 hour time frame is saying, which I didn't agree with this yet. I need to protect myself as well. It's currently showing that it has broken out, which I'm not fully confused. So I will use the 4 hours time frame as what the entry, okay. I'll be using the 4 hours time frame for the entry as well. So that is that for USD CHF. Just wait for a clear breakout on the 4 hours time frame and a simple correction like this, then you can make a decent decisions, then you can buy up to this psychology level. So we still have a long way to go, but just for a decent entry, it's just for the explanation that I just made. So I'll be moving on to the next pair, which is the BTC USD. So for BTC USD, I'm on the weekly time frame. I need to quickly give you a rundown of what is going on BTC. We are currently on a bullish trend. As you can see, the overall trend is bullish trend, and on the weekly time frame, it's forming a bullish flat pattern. And don't forget, any pattern that forms on the higher time frame has the high chances of playing out. Let me scale down to the daily time frame as well, just to show you what's currently happening on the daily time frame. And another pattern is currently forming on the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame. An head and shoulder pattern is forming, which is a reversal pattern. An inverse head and shoulder pattern. An inverse head and shoulder pattern is currently forming right about here. And let me quickly explain something to you. To see the length at which this price is stuck into this correction, this pattern that is forming. Once the price decides to break out, there's a high tendency that the price will definitely wants to fulfill the same length at which it's been trapped into this pattern, this correction pattern that has been forming. So if price breaks out, I probably be expecting price to fill up this same level as well. So we'll be expecting price to come above 90,000 price of BTC. Okay, we'll be expecting price to move above 90,000 price of BTC. So that is currently what we are looking at. I'm just giving you an overall view of what we are looking at BTC USD. Okay, I'm scaling down to the 4 hours time frame. You can see this head and shoulder pattern has played out nicely and has broken. Okay, so what we are expecting price to do for BTC is come to the trace this neckline, then you can buy up. It's just straightforward and simple as that. Okay, just wait for price to come here, then you can take a position for yourself. So let me scale down to the 1 hour time frame just to show you. You see a reversal pattern is currently happening here and the price is in a range. Maybe probably this is currently happening because price might want to come retest this this trend line right about here. See, this form of correction might want to happen. Don't forget I'm on the 1 hour time frame. This form of correction might tend to happen, you see, on the 4 hours time frame. You see the correction might want to happen back here. So there's a possible chances that such thing might happen. So let's wait for price to correct itself. So in case you want to trade, you just wait for price to correct itself to test this neckline, then you can take a long position. So that's just the overall thing, that overall picture about BTC USD. So we are expecting price to come to 90,000. Okay, we are expecting price to come to 90,000. That's just for USD. So BTC USD. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys for sticking this long to the end of this video, and don't forget guys to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. By doing these basic things, it will help my YouTube channel to grow more. So I will see you guys next week, and have a great trading week ahead of you guys. Bye for now.